From an early age, Elie Kriek has been a player in motion.
I like to run. I know that. I sit back a lot. I'm a more defensive-minded player, but when I get the chance, I do like to drive just because, no, everyone wants to attack. But I know I like to run a lot and like defending and winning tackles.
Everywhere Kriek has been, she has stood out. It started at ages 3 and 4 with Carrollton Boosters, to playing for Louisiana Fire, and being a district MVP and Louisiana's best 11 selection last year at the Willow School. Skill has taken her a long way, but her coaches will tell you it's also her dedication.
She's come a long way when she first joined. She's obviously from New Orleans,
right.
And it just shows her commitment that every practice, 3 nights a week for the past 2 years, she's driven into Baton Rouge for practices. And it just shows her commitment, and very, very smart girl. Everybody says she's like one of the smartest girls on the team, academically wise. And like I said, she's one of those players that just gives absolutely everything they have on the field.
My club team back in New Orleans, I love them and everything, but I think this team has pushed me to the next level and made me an even better player because every day in practices I'm being challenged, and then we're even playing against higher competition and everything, so it's definitely made me the player I am over the 2 years, yeah.
And the player she is landed on the Olympic Development Program's radar, and she was selected to play for the national team, which played in Costa Rica.
That was kind of crazy. I got the email and I immediately ran down the stairs and screaming to my dad. But it was really fun to play in Costa Rica. We played against the professional teams, the women's professional teams there. Everyone there was so good. I was playing with D1 commits that were good schools, and it was just really fulfilling to see that I could play at that level too.
So Elie Kriek has already had quite the successful soccer career, and the reasons for that are plentiful. Obviously, she's a very good player, but there's also the description of her playing style that keeps coming up.
Ellie's a workhorse. She's really competitive. She's going to run for every single ball. She's one of the few players I've seen that has an engine like she does. She just never stops running.
Me and Elie both play in the midfield, so we work with each other a lot, and she just will run anywhere for anybody, works so hard, and is really good on the ball.
Elie is a workhorse, and that's the best way to.
Everybody's description of her.
That's the best way to describe her. Elie will just run for you. You know, she plays as the holding mid, as a 6. She's very athletic. She knows how to defend. Once again, one of those players that will just run for the team.
The next step in Kriek's career will be at Trinity University, where she will play for the Tigers this fall.
The style of play was really suited to me, and when I went to the camp I felt really part of the team already, even though I hadn't even committed and everything, and the coaches are really good there. And the education, I wanted to go into psychology originally, and they have a really good psych program. I think I've changed my major to neuroscience, but it's not that far off. So my mom is a neuroscientist.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I took AP Psych last year, and it was just really interesting in the brain's connection and everything. And I really like the connection between the brain and how it functions, and then how your body produces movements.
She wants to study the brain, but it is her feet that have her ascending through her young soccer career. In Baton Rouge, I'm Paul Boron.